Hey guys, so I finally decided to actually watch um the video on here. So this is Divine Music, and they're pretty much well known for like taking characters from series and making songs for them. This one is for Light. There's a Beerus one. There's Frieza's got one. Minato's got one. He's got ones for in Demon Slayer and stuff like that. Um, and this was the first one I was kind of introduced to, and it's really good. And mainly, I was introduced to this one first because I love Death Note. It's one of my favorite animes. It's probably the easiest anime to get into, given the fact that it's only 37 episodes. You can finish the entirety of the series in one day, less than one day. I mean, each episode's 18 minutes long or so, 37 episodes. Assuming you get up a little once in a while. So you wake up or whatever, you start watching it, you can finish it by the end of the day. And that's what I love about the show. So easy to watch. The Ryuk, one of the coolest characters. Um, and in general, animes, songs and stuff like that. It's sometimes it's hard to find good ones but when it comes to games and anime, there's just some that are really, really good. This is one of them. Um, but this is Light.
I feel the pressure right in the ledger. So many people causing damage for their pleasure. Just so appalling, tired of stalling into the page. Cause death is calling. I see the rise as I walk by. No one knows, but I know the balance of the world's not right. Say another prayer, hope it does you right. I feel another pace, and I will be the night. But I won't save you from the light. Nobody to fear, nothing left to trace. Even if you try, I won't be erased. No, nothing will eclipse the light.
So just the chorus and the play on words, also the whole won't be erased. Believe it or not, there was a Death Eraser once in the before it actually was the Death Note we know now. There actually was a Death Eraser, and you could erase the name, they would kind of come back to life. Um, but yeah, that was a thing. That was a thing, right? That was a thing. Um, but the play on words with light, you know, won't eclipse, nothing will eclipse the light. Not only the light, the divine justice raining down, but also his name is Light. So it's a really nice play on words. Um, but yeah, Light, and that's basically what he was doing. It was the whole justice thing. He was raining down justice, letting rays of justice shine down, smiting, or rather judging those who he deemed as a stain on society, people who were murdering others, people who were, that R word that YouTube doesn't like. Um, just people who made lives miserable for everyone else. And then Notebook just falls out of the sky, and it's like, oh, a notebook falling out of the sky, that's a bit curious. Picks it up and, well, I don't like the sound of it, but maybe I should take it just in case. He tries it out and finds out, oh hey, it actually works. And then what does he decide to do? He decides to just make the world a better place in his own way.
No more excuses, you are so clueless. You think that you
right, so the second part's really good. That was, where L comes in. Light kind of kills people, and Light, L kind of picks up on, oh hey, this is kind of weird. How are these people dropping like flies? And it's clear that it's not one person, but what is going on here. But Light became extremely cocky and confident, thinking that that L couldn't do anything. But I mean, L proved how smart he was with the whole broadcast, saying that there was a worldwide broadcast, but he was only actually broadcasting in the Kanto region of Japan, because that's where one of the first killings took place, and the person who died, his face and name were only shown in that region. So L thought, okay, no one outside of that area of Japan knew about this guy, and he died somehow. And now more people are just mysteriously dying. So he had set the plan of, start in the Kanto region, and if he's not there, we'll just keep broadcasting this until we find out where he is. But even he was like, I didn't expect it to work this well, and I know exactly where you are now. But then the whole every single name I write is made their choice. That was his philosophy, really. Take out the bad people. The people who are innocent still have their voice. They still have their lives. They still have the ability to live peacefully. And everyone in that notebook, it's like being in jail and all that. They've made their choice. They've made that choice to murder, and that R word that YouTube doesn't like, and all these other terrible things. So, that was his philosophy. He's ridding the world of the people that pollute it, the ones who make life miserable for everyone else, allowing the innocent people to continue living nice, peaceful, hardworking, good lives. But of course, his philosophy kind of changed when he starts murdering FBI agents and stuff like that, and then he kind of strays from that path where you're like, yeah, I agree with him, to like I've said before, if he had just, I'm a Kira supporter. If he was a real deal, if he was real, I'd be a Kira supporter, but only if he was maintaining the idea of, I'm writing down the bad people. If he stayed away from killing innocent people to, make sure he wasn't caught, then I would totally be supportive. But once he's crossed that line and he started killing, police officers or FBI agents or whatever, that's crossing the line. You're no longer fighting for what you said you were fighting for. Now you're just an outright murderer. But just, I love that the whole line, with him talking about, the people who made their choice and everything, because it's true, that was his philosophy at first. But then you see slowly he has this God complex going on, and he just thinks he can just do whatever the hell he wants and just kill whoever. And then by the end of the series, he's thinking about killing his dad. When his sister gets captured, he's like, I may have to kill her. He doesn't care, because by that point he's so drunk with that power of the Death Note that he thinks he's invincible. It's like, oh, L's gone and this and that, and we got this new person, but they're not smarter than me, and blah blah blah, and I'll kill Sayu if I need to, or my dad, or whoever. It's like, oh, I'll kill Misa too. And he got so drunk on the power and this whole God complex that he lost sight of what he originally set out to do. And it was a shame to see that's just, he was going up and then he just straight down.
I see the rise as I walk by. No one knows, but I know the balance of the world's not right. Say another prayer, hope it does you right. I feel another pace, and I will be the night. Save you from the nobody to fear, nothing left to trace. Even if you try, I won't be the race.
And then that episode, Ray Pember's on the ground, and he finally realizes that he's like, I know the name, I know the voice. Why can't I remember who it belongs to? And just as he's dying, he sees Light as the doors are closing, and Light turns around and says, "Farewell, Ray Pember." And the doors close, and Ray dies of a heart attack. But then this part with the where Light sets up this whole thing just to find out Ray's name, because at the time he doesn't know the guy's name is Ray Pember. He's trying to figure out a way to get his name, so he sets up this whole hijacking, this carjacking, or bus jacking rather. And the guy ends up doing exactly what he wrote down. He gets out of the bus, he gets hit, and one of the funniest lines is when Ray gets back to his to Naomi, and he's like, he tells her about the situation. He's like, yeah, and the guy ran off the bus and got hit by a car. And it's like, did he die? Like, yeah, people tend to die when they get hit by cars. I thought you were supposed to be a smart woman. I mean, what kind of dumb question is that? Did he die? And it's so seriously said too. It's like, did he die? Like, yes, people tend to die when they get hit by cars. But yeah, just the visuals being used, and I love like in the series when he has these serious moments where you see him doing the writing and like doing that, and that, taking a potato chip and eating it, stuff like that. The visuals are stunning in the show. The music scores that go along with it are stunning. The writing, really good. It kind of makes you question whether or not what Light's doing is right or wrong. Again, despite what people think, what he was doing at first was helping. By the end of the series, I mean, crime rates down by 70% worldwide. Wars have stopped, so obviously Kira did have an effect. But it's like I said, once you go over that line of killing innocent people to save your ass, you're no longer the good person. You're no longer just taking out criminals to make everyone's lives better. You're now just a flat-out murderer. If he just stayed where he was, didn't get cocky, he could have stayed as Kira for a long, long time, and he never would have been caught. But the minute he got cocky and thought he could kill the stand-in for Elle on TV, his fate was sealed. That was what set the timer off. It was only a matter of time. It was only a matter of time. But the song, I really think, solidifies that whole idea of what Light's character was, what his philosophy was at first, what he turned into. I mean, it's got a great lyrics. The music is amazing, and and also, like I said, the fact that it's Death Note. I love Death Note. So if you're a Death Note fan, this is right up your alley. If you're a Dragon Ball fan, he's got stuff for you. If you're a Demon Slayer fan, he's got stuff for you. I think I've seen My Hero Academia and stuff like that. So if you like a certain anime, a popular anime, probably got at least one character song for you. I know Naruto's got some. I don't know about One Piece. Let's see. Does he have any One Piece? Let's see. Divine Music. Got Batman. Got My Hero Academia. Yeah, there we go. The Grand Line. Luffy. Yeah, Minato's song. Jinx. Yeah, that's pretty interesting. Frieza. Orochimaru. We got Toph. Invincible. Okay. Alucard. Saitama. Hell, Promise Neverland? Seriously. Zenitsu. Baby Yoda. Uncle Iroh. Inosuke. Lord Beerus. Hunter x Hunter. So you see there's a lot of, the Straw Hats. So really, I've only seen like one or two One Piece. Uh, Attack on Titan, Seven Deadly Sins. So he's got a little bit of everything. Full Metal Alchemist. So Kingdom Hearts. So if you're a fan of anime or just really any type of like this in general, I would just check him out. I mean, obviously, it'll be down in the doobly doo, so check him out. Like Doki Doki Literature Club for Mona. What's it called? I Do. Moira's The Joy of Creation. 5 years ago. Wow. Bendy and the Ink Machine, Stranger Things, Fortnite, Cuphead. So, and he does songs pretty. Like here's a month ago, 2 weeks ago, month, 2 month, three, 4, 5. So it's like every month he releases like one or two songs. So I would say, yeah, definitely check him out if this sort of thing is your cup of tea. Um, Naruto, Divine Justice, pretty good. Um, but yeah, that was Light. Great song for a great anime. Great vocals, great music. Uh, Gets across kind of the character. Like even if you've never seen Death Note, it gets across Light's character, at least in the beginning. Um, I would love for him to make a song about Light in the later part of Death Note, where he's pretty much drunk with this power, and he's got Nier following him, and Mello, and he's willing to sacrifice his father and his sister and whoever else. Um, so, but it gives you an idea of the character. But anyway, oh my god, I've been talking for too long. Yeah, but subscribe to him. I'll leave that below. But that's gonna do it for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.